Have you ever found yourself staring at your computer screen after a resignation, a layoff, or an unexpected career transition, wondering where the time went and if it was well spent? Not whether you got paid, not whether you met your goals, but whether the work you poured your heart into over the last 5, 10, or even 20 years actually mattered. If you've ever asked yourself that question over the course of your career, I want you to know that you are not alone. And I also want to remind you of something that I am reminding myself of right now. Your value is still the same, even when the position changes. So I'd like to welcome you to More Than Enough.
Welcome to the Confidence Restored podcast, where faith meets real life to help you rise from anything life tries to throw your way. I'm your host, Tamiria Jordan, and around here we get mentally fit through faith, inspiration, and transformation. Today's episode is packed with real talk, honest reflection, and truth to help you walk boldly into your next with grace, clarity, and God-given confidence. Enjoy.
And like many people, I'm navigating a career transition of my own. And if I'm honest, there have been moments where I've questioned everything: the investments I made, the sacrifices, the time, the money, the skills I spent years developing, the relationships I cultivated, the impact I thought I was making. Maybe you too have had similar thoughts. When a chapter closes unexpectedly, it is easy to assume that all of the effort we put into that chapter closed with it. But the reality is that's simply not true. That's not true in a lot of situations as it relates to life, relationships, friendships, you name it. Something that I've been reflecting on is a lesson that I feel is pretty powerful. When we think about what we're seeing occur in this country, organizations may no longer need a role. Budgets may change. AI has changed the game. Strategies may shift. Industries may evolve. But guess what? None of those things erase who you've become. Think about that for a moment. Nobody can take away your experience. Nobody can repossess your leadership. Nobody can remove your wisdom. Nobody can delete the resilience you've built navigating difficult seasons. Those things belong to who? You. They are part of your story. And guess what? Your story still has value. One of the biggest mindset shifts I've had to make during this season is learning to stop viewing my past through a lens of what I feel like I lost. Sometimes when we're in transition, we start focusing on what didn't happen. And I've been seeing a lot of posts as of late where individuals are really going through a tough time. And I totally understand it. So I will say perhaps it was the opportunity that we thought about that didn't work out, the promotion that never came, the position that we lost, the door that closed, the dream that changed. But when we think about those things and we look at those experiences differently, we may notice something. What if everything we've learned and walked through is actually leverage? Every project you led, every conflict you resolved, every person you mentored, every challenge you overcame, every presentation you delivered, every problem that who solved, you solved. That is leverage. That is evidence. That is proof that you are capable of creating value wherever you go. So I want to challenge you today. Instead of asking, what did I lose? Ask yourself, what did I gain? What skills did I develop? What strengths emerged? What lessons did I learn? What wisdom did I earn? The way you answer those questions matter because that is the foundation you'll build from next. Not your title, not your compensation, not even your business card, but your lived experience. So if you feel like you're in a season of uncertainty right now, I hope that you can hear this. You are not starting from scratch. You are starting from experience. I will repeat that. You are not starting from scratch. You are starting from experience. You are starting with wisdom. You are starting with resilience. You are starting with lessons that someone else still needs. And perhaps most importantly, you are starting with value. The work you did mattered. The contributions you made mattered. The growth you experienced mattered. And most importantly, you matter because you are more than enough. And if this message encouraged you, subscribe and join me for the next episode of this series, More Than Enough, where we'll talk about why you're not starting over, even if it feels like you are. And don't forget to tell a friend because the reality is you may never know what season they are in. Be blessed.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Confidence Restored podcast by CC America. It means the world that you take time out of your day to join us on this journey of faith, inspiration, and transformation. If something in today's episode spoke to you, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. And don't forget to tell a friend because we're all in this together and you never know who needs a little encouragement today. If you'd like to support the show, you can also treat us to coffee at buymeacoffee.com/ccamerica. Every sip helps us keep this message going. As always, stay encouraged, stay grounded in faith, and remember, you have everything you need to rise again. Your confidence is not gone. It's just waiting to be restored. And before I go, just a quick note. This podcast is for educational and inspirational purposes only. While I love sharing personal insights as well as our guests, some of us are not licensed therapists, counselors, or medical professionals. So if you're going through something heavy, please seek the support of a qualified expert. With that said, I can't wait to connect with you again soon. Until next time, be blessed, stay confident, and keep moving forward in faith.